I woke up rested after my long journey, though finally having some bed covers would make the experience even better. It had been an interesting venture up north, but now it was time to get down to business. With everything I'd learned on my journey, high-riding ideas had gotten their claws in me and just wouldn't let go. I spent the next few days at home, planning, scavenging, and working on the homestead, all the while anticipating the return of my brother and my cousin. I had not heard anything, and I worried, in particular about the young one. Being Jimmy Jack's kid, he was unpredictable in a way that was not in his own best interest during a zombie apocalypse.
Was used to analyze the apoprotein E gene.
I'd found more of the strange tapes documenting the early days of the fall. And I don't know why, but it felt important that I gather them for the sake of the future, lest we fail to learn from the past. One day, the SATCOM alerted me to a general broadcast message. B-tier? B-tier's coming here? Oh man, I know these guys. The Brotherhood of Tyr, or B-tier for short, was a group of elite battle-hardened soldiers who endeavored to move from place to place and help enforce the rule of local law wherever help was required. These skilled and deadly warriors usually established a base from which to exert order onto the surrounding lands, and after that, it would almost be commonplace to see them move around in small units helping settlements as well as fighting bandits and infected. The skills of these people were legendary. I knew of them from the mainland. I'd even by proxy had some dealings with them. If they were coming here, in time Deer Isle would get a significant boost to morale, because B-tier was sort of the antithesis to chaos. These guys were all about order and maintaining control. And if it was something that the chaotic lands of Deer Isle needed, it was a sense of order, a return to safety without being asked to pay for it. I had to check this out. I had to talk to them. I knew Rory and Dex might show up any day now, but this was too good an opportunity to pass up. If the Southlands were ever to have a fighting chance, it was time for me to head to Westbrook. And so, I once again found myself traversing the bridge at Ben's Crossing for another adventure on the main island. What would this journey have in store for me? I didn't know. I couldn't possibly know that around this same time tomorrow, I would be staring into the jaws of the wolf itself. Hello there, anybody home? Hello.
Hi there, mate. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to know. What's your name?
Name's Corey.
All right,
What's
cool.
up?
My name is Robin. Robin Burlee.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you. Where you
Yeah,
from?
you too. I'm from down south by Oceanville.
Oh yeah, nice. Oceanville. New Haven? New Moon?
No, I'm not part of those groups, but we're practically next door neighbors. I'm head of the Burlee family. We're a small group.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So, what you up to right now? Are you just cruising around?
Not up to much. I'm actually just moving because I'm part of Sanctuary.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't suppose you want to tag along. I'm on my way to Westbrook. There's going to be a welcoming party for a new group of people, apparently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Brothers of Tyr, if you've heard of them.
Okay. Um, Give me like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna put some stuff away and then I'll come along.
Yeah, sure. So are you like new to Sanctuary, or you've been with them for a while?
Couple days with Sanctuary, but I've been on the island for a couple of weeks.
Okay. Nice. You seen any action?
Yeah, quite a few times, yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be part of the Rangers?
Maybe.
Okay.
About a week or two, maybe.
All right. Well, mate, I wish you luck.
Thanks, man.
All right.
So this new faction that's coming in, I'm guessing you're part of them?
No. I'm not part of them. I just want to see what they're like, basically. They sounded
Oh, yeah.
interesting. Always nice to meet a new group, you know.
Yeah, hopefully they're cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless they're the Pathfinders. Yeah, you know about them, don't you?
Yeah.
I figured, like you are living here right now, so yeah.
Yeah, I know about them.
Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of like people have been having problems with them. They go around demanding tribute and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest reasons why I'm moving.
Yeah, right? Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Okay. But see, we shouldn't have to do that. People of the South should not have to, like, move because of them.
I'm not gonna say anything because it's not 100% confirmed, but a lot of groups are ending up.
Right? Like, I
know
heard,
the Red Militia,
yeah, I was
Red
just
Militia
say,
have been taking the Pathfinders on.
exactly.
And they've actually did quite well.
Yeah.
They managed to kill a whole bunch of them. And also, from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but they managed to kill the leader of the Arbiters, which is an ally of Pathfinder.
Oh, wait, who's an ally with the Pathfinders?
The Arbiters.
Oh, now everything is falling into place. Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
And those two groups are pretty big when they fight together.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
But the Red Militia has done quite well against both of them.
Yeah.
Since Red Militia is also a pretty big group. And Red Militia don't take any shit.
No, I've also gotten that impression. Interesting.
Yeah, the Red Militia is actually not that bad. Like, I'll be honest, they're a bit of a paranoid group of people, but They get shit done.
They do, they do.
Now it all started making sense. So that's why Robbie had been so pissed with the Reds. They had killed the leader of the Arbiters, even with the Pathfinders backing them up. Damn. I was really beginning to rethink my decision of bypassing the Reds on my northern trip. I should probably have looked them up and opened up a dialogue regarding mutual goals. Huh.
So yeah, like I said, I'm not with any faction per se. I'm just like the head of my family right now. The Burlee family. We're currently looking for the other members of our family, but so far 3 of us have come together after the fall. It's me. I'm Robin Burlee. I'm the oldest, and then there's my brother Rory.
Yeah.
And my cousin Dex. And we actually split up a while back, and I haven't found them in a while. Like, we haven't seen each other in a while. So I don't know actually where they are, but I'm hoping they're safe. Alright, shall we pick up the pace a little bit? It's getting dark.
Alright.
So they did say that it was somewhere, it was like in the southern section of Westbrook. And watch out for creepers. You know, they're deadly at night. We don't want to pull them all.
Oh yeah. I've been ambushed by them before, yeah.
Alright, so it should be somewhere here. Keep a watchful eye, like see if you can see any lights anywhere where they might be.
Yeah. Wait, I see a gazebo. Oh no, that's a police station.
Okay. Maybe if we go through here. Nice one, nice one.
Jeez, they're a pain in the ass to kill at night.
I know. I actually do need to eat something here. Like
yeah, good idea.
I've been running all the way from Oceanville, basically.
Westbrook was as terrifying as any deserted city infested with zombies could be in the middle of the night. I was glad that Corey was with me. Though I had just met him, he came across as a decent guy, and being with Sanctuary sure gave him credit enough for me to trust him.
30 minutes of exercise every day.
Yeah, I know. You sound like my mother. I'm sorry, but you do.
Yeah, mine used to say the same thing.
Yeah, right. That's the thing with mothers. They always want the best for us.
I didn't keep track of where our conversation was going, and suddenly, because I was careless with my words, the words of my choosing hit my heart as hard as a punch to the gut. Reality was that the mother that I was talking about so casually, along with others of my family, was missing. Feelings of guilt over not being able to be there for her as she had been for me, coupled with the anxiety of not knowing what had happened to her. She had been a gentle soul, always caring for me and the rest of the kids equally and passionately. She had made sure that we all had gotten a fair upbringing, and even when I stepped out of line and ended up with some shady people, she had never lost faith in me. I wanted so badly to see her again, to tell her of what had become of me, how I was trying to take care of our family as best as I could. But wishing never got results. The painful truth of the matter was that she wasn't here, and I had to keep going for the family.
Hello? Anybody here? There's like nobody here at all. You getting
No one
anything?
was on the radio.
No one's on the radio.
Nah.
Looks completely... Well, that was a letdown. Strange. When you finally show up to one of these things, and there's no, I've been running from Oceanville for God's sake. Oh Lord. Well, I guess that whole exercise really hits home now. Alright, fine. Okay, this is weird. The message that they were broadcasting said, "See you tomorrow at 9." But it also said, "See you in 4 hours." It actually said, "See you in 4 hours." They dated it to tomorrow, but they said, "See you in 4 hours," which is weird because that would mean that this is the time. Still.
So, had this whole trip been for nothing? Had it been worth it? Or just time wasted? I mean, Rory or Dex could be at home right now wondering where the hell I was. But in the end, I believed that I'd made the right call. My aims for meeting with B-Tier was to get in good with their colonial presence on these islands. If I could manage to do that, I might even be able to persuade them to take up the calling of helping us free the Southlands from the greedy Pathfinders. But Corey and me had looked around everywhere in Westbrook, and we couldn't see either them or even the slightest trace of other lights in the darkness. However, suddenly, I did see something else.
Well, this was weird.
Robin?
What? Who's there? Is that Rory? Rory, you
Get over here, you
douchebag!
son of a bitch.
What the fuck? What? Dude,
Oh,
give me a hug. Give me a hug.
I missed you.
Give me a
Get
hug.
over
Give me a
here.
hug. Give me a hug. There you go. Thank God I saw you. Where have you been? You've been out of contact for days.
Well, for the last day or so, I've been held up in that school over there.
Really?
I was trying to find my way out in the dark. That did not go well.
What the fuck?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, this is pardon me.
I'm
This is
doing
my
alright myself.
this is my brother Rory. This is Corey. Rory and Corey.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Corey.
So it looks like he survived.
He did.
Yeah,
I was actually worried about you, man.
man, I got some stories for you.
Yeah, I have some of my own as well. We actually came here because we checked the SATCOM band. There was a new group that was going to be established here called the Brothers of Tyr. And they were going to have like a welcoming party here, but I'm not seeing anything here. The whole town is
Yeah,
pitch
well,
black.
There's there's a unformed, what looks to be either an old-time raided compound or one that's still being built up on the hill over there. But other than that, I haven't really seen any signs of life.
It's very strange. Alright. If I was a little bit more paranoid, I'd say that was a setup for, you know, an ambush or something.
Yep.
Huh.
Smells like a trap.
Somewhat.
All these things happen, it's true. But that'd be a terrible way to make a splash to piss off every big big fucking, survivor group out there. I mean, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna live long if that's their mentality.
Alright, well thank God I found you. Where's Dex? Have you seen him?
Yeah. We parted ways, a little bit north of here some time ago. I ain't seen him since.
North of here. I hope he didn't go to Purgatory.
Oh, he Didn't go there. That's where I went.
Oh, you went there. Oh, you... Okay.
I have a question real quick. Do you got a screwdriver on you or some pliers, please?
I don't have that, unfortunately.
Okay, okay. How about you, Corey?
Yeah.
You mind if I use them real quick? Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll be
no problem.
I'll be right back with that. Be right.
Oh, did you spot something that you want to take home? Oh, yeah, of course you did. Always the pack rat.
Probably a locker
Yeah.
or something.
What was it you wanted?
Rifle safe.
Nice.
You know what? I actually have one that I've put down in the homestead.
Oh, nice.
Give me
Nice.
5.
Yeah. Smack.
Yeah, that's good.
Where you coming from, Corey?
Sanctuary.
Thanks.
Yeah, the yellow armbands are a telltale sign. Just so you know. I've been to Sanctuary. Sanctuary are cool people. I'd recommend them wholeheartedly if you want to visit someplace, Rory. And I have some
But I mean,
information
there's
to
a zombie
share with
there.
you. Some kind of coincidental information about somebody we know.
Oh, fill me in. Don't leave me in suspense. Fuck.
Well, do you remember Chloe, the doc?
Oh yeah, Clay Bell, yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently she doesn't go by the name Chloe anymore. She's up there by the
Oh,
name
really?
of Deborah. And she's actually running a tavern.
You see, this is just confusing.
Yeah, I know.
This is just confusing to me.
Remember what we found? The notes?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's like the beginning of the iceberg, like the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, well, I can't say I'm surprised by that. Fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued. Which note was this?
Well, we actually found a note on a house over by Milo, and
Yeah.
like all the buildings there are abandoned basically, but there are signs of recent habitation. But there was one that had a note specifically from our friends, you know who I'm talking about, and they said, fuck, I should have brought it along actually.
It was, like, oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen if you don't pay your taxes, smiley face, or some shit like that. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if you don't pay up, we'll find you. Just come to.
Well, I mean, don't forget what they did to that one guy. Fuck, what was his name? We escorted him up to the outcast.
Oh yeah, Dax, not Dex, but
Dax.
Dax. Yeah.
Yeah, Dax. Yeah.
Dax.
They full on.
Is
They
he
kicked in his
the
shit.
rider?
No, he's part of the
No, no,
outcasts.
No. Yeah, he's part of the outcast.
Yeah, he got what was it? He got like his whole base completely.
Yeah, they took everything.
Yeah.
He was like, he said he was doing like charity and welfare and shit, like, just kind of like a stop along the road for people. And they,
Well, I'm gonna give you guys a little info. Before I joined Sanctuary, me and 3 other friends actually fought the Pathfinders. And,
Really?
it was just the 4 of us. We pretty much took on the whole of Cushville. And we shot down maybe 11 of them, just the 4 of us. So if you get into a confrontation with them and you guys are good with a gun, honestly, they're pretty bad, in my opinion.
oh, I do feel like they got numbers and defense on their side, but that's pretty much it. I mean, if you don't, you never see them alone. Fuck.
No, they're always together.
Yeah.
And like I was telling your brother, the Reds pretty much put a number on them as well.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. We should talk to the Reds.
The commies.
Yeah, but
You
who
wouldn't talk to
cares?
the commies.
Look, they don't like the Pathfinders. I mean, who's to say that they will, they might like us, you know?
How's that fucking saying go? Making a deal with Beelzebub to cast out the devil or some shit?
I mean, listen, I will do whatever it takes to free the Southlands.
The thing is, right, the Reds, they not bad. It's just...
But see, I've heard this also, but
I knew Rory would be on the fence when it came to contacting the Red Militia. He did have a political idealist streak to him, and was always more interested in those things than me when we were younger, being part of many debates regarding society, economics, cultural hoo-ha, and so forth. This, of course, also meant that he would feel strongly about certain ideologies which might be askew to his own. I never had that problem. Hell, I was the one who more or less became a disappointment in general when Ma and Pa figured out that I was mixed up with the wrong crowd. What the hell would I care about political agendas? I wanted to bring Rory around, but it would be tough. In that regard, B tier might be a better alternative.
I was gonna ask you, Corey, where would you stand in in a possible conflict?
Immediately as I asked, I regretted asking, because I knew it was essentially putting Corey in a difficult position. I knew Sanctuary was neutral in this whole thing, and as a part of Sanctuary, Corey was bound to their pacts and treaties. He gave no response, but I could tell that he was thinking the same thing as me. He wanted to, but he couldn't.
I have a feeling if something goes down against the guys we're talking about, it's not going to be a bunch of factions. It's going to be a bunch of people.
Also, I want to spread word about this, like quietly, low key, but like somehow. I want to raise awareness.
Alright. Since I am part of Sanctuary and I'm neutral,
Oh, you have got to be kidding! Ah, shit.
yeah, boy.
Okay, 1-0. 1-0. 1, 2, 3. Okay, alright. Still 1-0. 1, 2, 3. And for fuck's sake!
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
If we were
okay.
playing for nails, you'd be broke.
I know. Okay, before we continue, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Shit. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. You were saying something.
Yeah, if there is going to be a big conflict, then between that party and the other party,
Yeah.
then hit me up. Just call me on the IC radio as a watcher.
And there we had it, our very first ally. I didn't exactly know how he was going to get around the diplomatic restrictions, but for me, the mere fact that he wanted to throw his lot in with us was a victory in and of itself. I decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Okay. Very nice.
I hope you guys find your other brother. But
Oh,
he's fine. He should
he's our
I
cousin.
mean,
He's a cousin. He's a cousin. Don't call that motherfucker my brother.
That's a little bit too close
wrong.
for comfort.
but yeah, as I was saying, your best bet is to get a few guys in the south to do the thing, and then go speak to the Reds. I know it's dealing with the devil,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah,
the Reds definitely taking them on.
they could bring us the firepower that we need. That would be
Because
interesting.
they've already
probably the
pretty
biggest
much
issue
did
there.
a massive number. They already did like a massive damage to The Pathfinders and Abattoirs. The riders are pretty big as well. That's why the Pathfinders know if they mess with the riders, then it's game over.
Okay, but yeah,
Yeah,
what
the
we
other
need to
AK
be
takes
doing
the,
is,
takes the,
except for
760.
contacts, we also need to get better gear. That's one thing that we need to do.
Yep.
One little tip: Paris Island. There's an ATC tower. Hit the ATC tower because that's where I found like your medical pouches and
Oh.
stuff like that. And I've also found I found a PKM there before.
Paris Island could be a good idea, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's
Did you
some
hear
guy
that?
over there.
Yeah, your spare batteries over here.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank
Hello.
Are you guys here for the party?
We were, but there was nobody here.
Oh, it's because I guess you weren't on the right location. Maybe you just follow me if you want to, guys. I'm Commander Mike. But
Oh,
call me the
Mike.
guy if you want to. So, Commander Mike.
Oh,
Are you
nice.
a brother
Well,
of
I
Tyr?
Yes, I am, of course.
Oh, okay. I'm actually
We've been
going
looking
to.
for you guys.
I'm gonna pass out soon, so
Yeah.
I need to sleep. But you have like a
Yeah,
fire.
for sure. Come over.
Okay.
Finally, we'd found them. I didn't recognize this Commander Mike, but B Tier was a large organization, and their colonial presence on these islands would most likely be a splinter force from the main body. I was looking forward to getting to know these guys and see if I would recognize anyone.
So how you doing, Mike?
Was it to me or to the Thai guy?
To you.
He
You
was
said your name was
asking
Mike,
you.
right?
Yeah, Mike, yes. I heard mate. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty good, thanks. How about you?
Oh,
We're doing
I'm not
good.
so bad.
Great. Here's the fire.
Oh,
If
thank
you
God.
want to, lay down a little bit. There you go. Please, take a seat.
Sweet.
Go to bed, whatever.
Ugh. So just pretend that I am sitting here and talking to you. Oh Lord. So,
So,
Brothers of Tyr, tell us about it yourself. What are you guys about?
Well, what do you want to know? Is there anything specific you would like to know, or just basically the whole story of B-Tier?
oh, what's tier? What's tier?
Tier, it's the what's like, you know what? Want to know who Tier is, or who we
Yeah,
are?
what I don't know what it is. The tier, TYR. I don't.
Tier is the
We had finally found B Tier, but so had another group. Suddenly, I heard a very recognizable voice coming from right behind me, which made my blood freeze.
This guy right? He's sleeping off some early beers or what?
That's
Um,
exactly what he's.
I'm almost passing out.
He had some
so-
champagne earlier, and I think the champagne hit him.
Not just that, we had a
Okay.
beer as well.
Rascal. And everywhere I looked, I saw Pathfinders. They must have caught the same SATCOM broadcast that I'd seen. I looked at Rory and I could see his eyes seeking mine, and we both knew this was a fucked up situation beyond anything we could have anticipated. Here we were at the main camp of B-Tier, and who should show up but the fucking Black Stag itself, the only people we did not want to meet. Panic gripped me even harder as I couldn't tell if they had overheard us before or not. But I made sure to present a casual front. I stayed by the fire and listened.
And our commander, that guy over here. Yeah, so we've got our little building here. Unfortunately, one of the Zeds followed us inside. And we got some tables, some chairs. We got some food in the back, and we got some alcohol and some wood.
For once, I found myself praising my brother for not being slow on the uptake. He'd kept his cool from the moment he'd seen that Black Stag armband, just like me. I had to get him away from here, but I also wanted to hear what the Pathfinders were going to talk about with B-Tier. Why had they shown up here? What was their agenda?
Guys, passing through your town. As of right now, we're not too weary about that. We're not too concerned about that. We all did learn that the communist group close by in these lands as well.
Yeah, they're a fucking problem.
Oh no! Neither of them were partial to the Red Militia, and might find common ground here. This was bad. Really bad. If the Pathfinders got in good with B tier, it could destroy everything we had been working for. This had to be dealt with. But first things first, we needed to get out of here. We didn't know if our safety was compromised by what we'd been talking about just mere moments ago. I desperately needed to talk to Rory in private.
Hey, I'm Cashman, dude. I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
Oh, you sound nice, but your mask is terrifying.
Oh, dude, don't worry about this mask, dude. It's just a mask of the Joker.
I see.
Thing to be worried about, right?
Yeah. We were also, I think, actually, is that a sanctuary armband there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, that's not. Yeah, wait, who's this with the sanctuary then?
For sure.
My name is Corey.
Corey, okay, yeah, I don't think I met you. I met Cameron, Deborah, Matrix.
I'm Commander.
Everything out of sanctuary.
They call me Big Ed.
Nice to meet you, Corey.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, you
I was
drunk already, bro?
Yeah, to find a place to lay down.
Yeah, I
Aye,
think
sounds
that could be a good idea.
Aye. Wow, man, no, I'm good.
Do you have
Just sit there. Slowly.
anything to write on?
We're always kind of on mute.
Like a box of ammo?
No. I have, yeah, I don't have any. I came pretty late.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Let's go find a place for us to
Yeah,
bunker
let's do
down.
that. Let's go.
They're right there. Fuck, I couldn't say
I know.
shit. Tried to get Mike off this side. Yeah, they have to fucking know, dude. They just let the devil in their goddamn front door.
Yeah. There must be some way we can get word to them. Fucking hell. Like if
I
I
told
had
them to pass it up the chain of command, but I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if they're gonna take it seriously. They're acting all fucking charismatic and shit.
Let's get in here. Let's get in here.
Go upstairs.
Yeah. Okay, seriously. We need something. I was thinking, like, if I could just have a sheet of paper. I have a black pen. Like, just leave a note
Oh
there.
fuck, like that.
Yeah, and just leave it.
Oh, that's.
you know.
Oh, no. I thought you meant you needed ammo for something good. Here, I got you.
Oh.
I thought you needed it for like a gun.
No. I was just thinking, like, yeah, perfect. And we can write something like, don't trust the Pathfinders. You know what I mean?
There's a pen.
That was so messed up.
Dude, if they don't buy our warning, we are fucked.
Yeah, but
We might
let's-
as well move north.
Yeah, I know. I also want to know what happened to Watcher. You know, Corey. I mean, I feel bad
He
just
went in
leaving
with
him
them,
there.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, we need to get back there and just, get in contact with him.
Motherfucker's voice is so goddamn distinct you could hear him a mile away.
No,
Fuck.
I know. That fence guy and
I
also
shot myself
Rascal.
as soon as I heard that fucking his voice. I was like, oh god damn it.
Oh, yeah. You know what? They were talking, when you were away with Mike, they were talking about joining forces against the Reds.
Ah, those
Yeah, I know. We need, you know what? We need someone to recon. Either I or you go and check if they're still there.
on it.
Before I knew it, Rory was out the door. He always took it upon himself to do the risky work, even though I have told him time and time again to not put himself in danger needlessly. This time, however, we both knew what was at stake. and I was not going to waste energy arguing if he felt like he could do this. Quite frankly, we didn't have the time. Who knew what the Pathfinders were roping B tier into? As more time passed, every second counted. And as I sat there, waiting, every second is exactly what I counted. Then I got a message from Rory over Satcom telling me to meet up just outside. He was bringing someone with him.
OC, is Havoc still running with you guys?
Havoc, but I don't think he was on B tier.
Yeah, he was. I think he was Ashley, actually. I think
Is
it was
Marley
other
still
name.
around?
Yeah, I think he is.
Were you both on Divinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Ego. He was the leader of New Hope, and I'm Medi. I was the leader of the Drifters.
Nice to see you, man.
Let's see, too.
Dutch was a longtime veteran of B tier, and one of the guys in charge of their expansion onto Deer Isle. As it would happen, he was one of the individuals which my contact back in the day had been dealing with when Gregory's smuggling ring, the outfit I had been running with, was involved in supplying troops engaged in overseas action before and during the fall. So he had caught wind of me through our mutual third party. As this was the first time we met face to face, however, he was understandably reserved and inquisitive.
But before we continue this, what you guys said, how can I, trust you two from my perspective?
Okay.
Like,
Fair
Let's
enough.
Go for it.
What are you
You're
what
much
are you
more eloquent than I am.
You sending me to do that? Okay, fine.
I don't know if I could.
Okay, so we basically came back here after the fall of civilization, and we're trying to find our family. Long story short, we're trying to establish as many positive connections with the rest of the residents of the island and whatnot. And pretty soon we discovered that the Pathfinders, we met them, and we were trying to trade with them and stuff, and then they were acting surprised, and when they were like, trade, you're gonna give us gifts, of course.
Listen to the way they talk.
Yeah, listen to
the
that,
rascal.
definitely.
You gotta listen to the subtext and everything they fucking say, man.
Yeah.
They're extortionists. And if you don't believe us, I understand. I wouldn't believe us either. It's
Here's the
come out of nowhere,
thing. Here's the thing. They
I want to
don't.
hear you guys out.
They don't fuck with you if you're like a big group and if you're established. But if you go in there like one guy, they are going to stop you. They are going to ask you to
Three
give
guys
you
even.
stuff. And if you base yourself in the Southlands, they are going to ask for taxes, quote unquote.
Just look around, man. Travel the area. You'll see bases that are busted in. You'll see notes left by them everywhere.
Yes, talk to the outcasts, talk to New Haven, especially Carter in New Haven. Talk to
that guy fucking hates him.
yes, talk to Vincent in Sanctuary. He's been held up by them.
That chick from the Church of Prophets.
Eve. Oh yeah, they didn't actually rob her, but they did scare her quite a bit. Yeah. There's a lot of people. Just ask around. Do some groundwork.
You're new around here. We gotta let you guys figure this stuff out. You'll figure it out on your own as time goes on. But the thriving communities, they're all up north, man.
Yeah.
Down here,
The democratic
we're
communities are up there. Down here, the Pathfinders told us that it's sort of a dog-eat-dog kind of situation down south. But the problem is, they use it as
They're
a
the
way to
dogs.
justify.
They're the only fucking dogs, man.
I know. They use it to justify their acts.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think almost everyone's got beef with them at some point.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
how come they haven't joined together and eliminated the threat?
Okay, do you want to
What?
take this now, Rory? Because we literally talked to Corey about this, this night.
We got there's very little unification, man. There's no coordination in the North people. Like, yeah, I'm gonna agree with the Pathfinders. The way they're gonna phrase it, yeah, the people in the North, they sit behind their walls. They live the good life. There's no strife up there. They don't have want or need. Down here, though, things are a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, they do have conflicts up north, but they care about what happens there. Yeah, nobody really cares about the Southlands. The Pathfinders are unchallenged down here, so they can pretty much throw their weight around and do whatever they want.
There's a lot of discontent with them, obviously, but the fact is, man, like, we're the Burlee family. We're not big. We're just a few fucking dudes with little rifles and fucking
but
sticks.
We
but
live
like,
here.
There's a lot of people in the South. It's not a dead zone. It's vibrant, man. There's communities everywhere. But
yeah, there's boarded up houses everywhere.
Everyone's got to pay the fucking taxes.
Yeah, that's why they're empty, because people have left. They can't pay them.
Watcher, the guy that was there from the sanctuary, man. We just spoke to him. His name is what was his name?
Corey.
Corey, that's right. I mean, yeah, no, he had a spat with the Pathfinders. He fought them good and then ran up north, like everyone else does. Fuck, everyone abandons the South because they got their fucking grip on it.
Yeah, my third in command, Lieutenant Buck, is talking to him right now because the leader pushed him to the side, saying that he's gonna talk business or talk about.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I was there in the room. I'm quiet. I like to read in the room. I like to see personalities. I like to see, conflicting energies in the room. But I mean, as of right now, I'm starting to trust you guys, and I have an open mind, and I really want to talk from an RP's perspective. But I got a question to ask: is Pathfinders the most tactical group in the land? Or?
Fuck no. No.
I mean, I don't know.
Close,
I don't
man.
know. I stumbled onto their frequency. That's actually one thing that I wanted to talk to you about, Rory. I managed to overhear them once when I was traveling north, and they were together on the frequency. They were coordinating stuff, like where they were looting and all that, and they were in constant contact. I don't know if that was temporary.
I just figured they were bandits with walls.
Yeah, no, I think they're semi-paramilitary or whatnot. I don't know, but they have some coordination at least. And I will say this: every major group here considers the Pathfinders nuisances, at least.
And I think the reason that it's really important for you to be aware of this information, even if you don't fully buy into it, is that you guys are moving in.
Yeah.
It was difficult to determine whether or not Dutch fully believed us. He certainly was taking notes, but he kept his cool, as opposed to the admittedly easily excitable Burlee brothers in the room with him. But here was finally a chance to turn the tide for the oppressed South. If we could simply show B-Tier who the Pathfinders really were before they got in too deep with them, then we'd have a major power backing us up in the liberation of the Southlands.
Yeah, they're past.
But if you got a crew with you, it's not likely. Or if they're well fattened, they won't fuck with you. But I mean, it's like a flip of the coin, man. We've heard so many horror stories from what these dudes do, but at the same time, they have not specifically done these things to me. They've threatened, but I mean, everyone else has had much worse out of it.
I mean, remember the first time we went into Cushville? Dex had to throw over a medikit, and I threw over the axe. Remember? I almost hit Rascal with the axe. Yeah, and they didn't offer us anything or anything. It was good. Now you've paid your tribute.
They talk about, we mentioned trade, and they're like, trade? Well, we're not talking about trade. We're talking about gifts.
Exactly.
They're bandits by other words, but they're very eloquent about it.
I will also say this. Think twice before you start something with the Reds. I mean, don't buy into this whole, anti-communist propaganda that the Pathfinders are spreading. Because the Reds are one of the most, established groups as well. And while they are paranoid, Corey told me that.
And commies.
Yeah. They are still trying to create sort of a a community as well. Like, you know what I mean?
B tier has had very aggressive common groups in the past that we had
I
to
gotcha.
exterminate.
Just be careful because you don't want to piss off the enemy of your enemy if you know what I mean, you know.
No, that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah, I
something
don't
else we
want-
should be mentioning. The Reds fucking hate the Pathfinders.
Yeah, what do you guys know about Red Militia?
That's pretty much
Well,
it
they're
from
very
my
territorial.
part. Yeah, they're territorial and paranoid, but they're not like explicit bandits or anything.
We discussed various topics at length. Mostly, Dutch wanted intel on the other factions. Rory confirmed with his own information what I'd heard up north about the Reds attacking the outcasts. Meanwhile, I made sure that Dutch also knew that he should be wary of the Arbiters, as they were semi-bandits and allies of the Pathfinders. When we mentioned Ghost merely in passing, however, Dutch was actually able to give us some information about their current whereabouts. Apparently, after their departure from Deer Isle, Ghost had gone overseas and engaged in a series of conflicts with B-Tier. This was news to us, and apparently one of the reasons for which B-Tier was here. If it was because they were being pushed hard and had to seek out new lands, or if they wanted to gather information from Ghost's past acquaintances, I couldn't really tell, but whatever the reason, B-Tier wanted back on American soil.
We play in a sort of like chess way. So the problem that you guys are telling me is that Pathfinders are like the big bad guys, correct?
In the
They're like
south.
the-
In the south.
Yeah, in the south.
So at the moment, as captain, I gotta look out for my group. We still gotta build armory, train a little few more people. But do you guys think that up north? You guys told me that some people have fought them here in the south, but they eventually gave up and went up north, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Corey fought
What I
in the
see
past.
is B tier can act as a signal of hope and trying to encourage people to like come back to the south
Yes.
on the training of B tier.
That could
And
be it.
hopefully, I'm thinking this could be in the long run, say weeks time. But yeah, if are you guys what faction are you guys from? What group are you guys from?
We're just a family, a flat family of 3 guys.
Okay.
Oh, we
But you guys
looking
live
for
up
the others.
north, right?
No, we
No.
live up near Oceanville.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah, we're right in their backyard, basically.
Yeah.
But I would say what I'm telling you guys right now, please keep it confidential.
Oh, you bet.
We're gonna slowly start sending scouts up north, talking to communities up there. I'm sure some people will come out of those communities to fight and to help the campaign.
Yeah.
And the most important thing about this is secrecy.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want anyone to we don't want any of the Pathfinders to hear that B-Tier is growing an army behind their back. Because right now, I feel like the approach of you're good on that side and we're good on our side should be established between B-Tier and Pathfinders for the moment. And then behind their back, we'll talk to people like you guys up north and hopefully grow the hope back. On
Sort
the
of
land.
shift the balance down in the Southlands. That's what it
Exactly.
needs.
Yeah. But as for right now, I don't know about Red, but I mean, if they can keep each other distracted enough for B tier to grow in the shadows, then I feel like that would be perfect
Oh,
for
yeah.
us in the future.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, another thing. You're basically getting the lowdown here. But the Forlorn Families, they're the Mafia.
I've never heard of these ones.
Yeah, I actually didn't mention this, Rory. This was when I was on my way back home. The Forlorn Families are apparently based in, I think, Mountainville.
Hold up.
Someone's here.
Okay then. Dutch. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is the guy I was referring to. I was trying to think of his name. I talked to this
Yeah,
guy.
Mike,
this is
right?
the commander.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize.
Commander's the
Hey.
party over.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's just B tier
We're the
over there now.
Pathfinders.
Yeah, well, we're all here around the building. Well, two others outside.
Okay.
Do you know if Corey is still there? He's the sanctuary guy with the yellow armband.
No, he left. He left.
Yeah, okay.
Shit. I wanted to say goodbye.
Yeah, yeah, me too. He's a good guy.
Alright, never mind. Okay.
Oh, we sure Pathfinders are out of the area.
Well, I saw him left, so I'm pretty sure they left, but they might be still around. I don't know. I didn't follow them. I was expecting for them
riddance.
here.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Where'd you get that?
That's actually it was a gift from Pathfinders.
Huh. Wait,
Keep this
did
in
they
mind,
give
man.
you a
Gotta watch
gift?
out.
Yeah, they gave
Oh,
us that.
man.
That's ironic.
One of them
Okay.
said,
Yeah, this
One
is
of
gonna
them
be
said, like,
really
"Who's your best marksman?" I was like, well, that would be Dutch, and they gave us that thing.
Oh, those fucking insults.
I knew they'd fucking. do
There's.
this, man.
Oh
I
my
fucking
god. Okay, fine. Yeah.
knew it. Do we have any gifts that we can match?
Yeah. Right.
No,
Right.
You guys are fine.
Are you trying to say that they're trying to buy us? Buy us?
That's exactly what they're fucking doing, man. What you need to do is listen to how they say things, how they
Yeah.
talk. They're gonna talk about gifts, not trades. They're gonna talk about paying for protection. It's all in the words, the way they use, man. You gotta be careful with them.
At least if
I
you
tried to pull
are.
aside to tell you, but
Yeah. I mean, the way they have treated like the civilized person in the Southlands, it's just, it's a disguise for, like, they disguise it as, we're trying to establish a better community. But of course we need the tribute for it. And they, it's taxes. They call it taxes.
Give us your nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say they're building a fucking hospital because they like to give back.
For the kids.
Yeah, Baguette, these fine gentlemen have been telling me the whole timeline.
Sorry for
well,
dumping
before
so
we
much
start-
on you, by the way.
You're fine,
It's all
you're
good.
fine. I can
Don't worry about it.
I can analyze information. Before we start, Commander, what's your opinion on Pathfinders as of right now?
Well, to be honest, I don't know a lot about what's going on this server here. All I know is that they've been good to us when we saw them. That's all.
Kushville is their territory, right? But will they attack solo bases outside their territory?
They,
For quote unquote protection?
yeah, they
The
put up,
south is their playground.
yeah, they put up notes by boarded up doors saying greetings, fellow, neighbor. It's time to pay your
Smiley face.
taxes, and if you don't, we will come find you. It's really that tone of voice. I have that message at home. I should have brought it.
Yeah, I mean, if you just wander around, you'll come across bases. They'll still have the notes on them, things like that. Talk to the people you encounter, man. You'll get the same story we're telling you.
Yeah.
These guys are bad eggs. A lot of this is the northern groups, man. They don't come down here. There's no real established presence. There's a lot of people in the south. They're just small, like the Burlee family.
Yeah,
us.
like us. Yeah.
But and they're the only power group in the south, and therefore they're swinging their big dicks around like they own the goddamn locker room.
Any other allies from Pathfinders?
Not that I know of. You got any intel on that, Rory?
I think maybe if they had any allies other than the Arbiters, it's just individual based. I don't think it's group based.
I mean, even Winter in New Haven was like, yeah, I'm friends with them, but just between you and me, don't trust them. Like, he was seriously like nobody trusts the Pathfinders.
Alright.
I mean, they got charisma on their side.
Yeah, they're good
really do.
talkers,
I'll give it
definitely.
to them. They are.
In the end,
Yeah.
take this information and do what you want with it. But we just want to tell you this because we don't want you to walk into this and be all like, oh, hey, these guys are pretty friendly. You know, like.
Yep. If they take an inch, they're gonna take a mile. Or if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. That's it.
Well, we won't.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful.
Ooh, shivers on my spine. Into the land.
The deliberations seemed to be going well. Not only had we delivered our message to Captain Dutch, but now Commander Baguette himself was also in the loop. Wrapping it up, I put in a final suggestion on who to trust on the island.
But anyway, I wouldn't trust Pathfinders or Arbiters. They're shifty as hell, and we pretty much know what the Pathfinders are all about. Civilized groups, Sanctuary, Duskar, and to some extent the Red Militia. Oh yeah,
Jury's still on that one, but
and the Riders. The Riders are
the Riders of Portland.
they're the strongest, but they're also like, I don't know if they even bother with like the local politics of, like they just basically can do whatever they want almost. They're like the sleeping
never,
bear basically. They draw off
Yeah,
the
you don't really
ghost.
see them all that often.
Yeah, I saw them in Sanctuary. They were actually pretty friendly, but they were also like, yeah, we're your pal, but just don't get on our bad side, you know.
Gotcha.
As the clandestine meetup was coming to a close, Baguette went for a piss. Meanwhile, coming out for a bit of fresh air, I dwelled on lingering thoughts about the safety of me and my brother, and I did voice my concern. However, Dutch told me not to worry.
Don't worry. Don't worry, we'll escort you out of town or to a, where's your home? Like which direction?
Far.
Yeah, it's far. It's by
Don't worry.
Oceanville.
We could make our way. We can make our way.
Yeah, unless we. Yeah.
Oh no, I think the commander broke his leg.
Ah,
So
okay.
where he is. Where are you?
Oh, watch out! Watch out! Oh shit! Oh.
Good. Hi. Yeah, I got a slip tried to come down the ladder, and yep, now my leg is broken.
How do you make a splint?
Well, here, I'll go find you a splint. I'll go get them.
I have sticks actually.
You can drop them. I got 4 rags. Does anyone have 6?
I have 4 rags too.
Oh no, wait, never mind. I guess it's enough. From all the stuff you guys have told me today, let me ask you guys this: in the long run, would you be willing to fight under the right conditions against Pathfinder if we got enough people on board with this operation? I just want to like start a head count as to people who we can rely on and trust.
Well, man. Why do you
mean-
think we told you?
Yeah, we kind of low-key wanted to start our own movement.
I mean, you're gonna find a lot of support in the smaller group.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're looking for. Small groups band together.
I mean, there's New Hope, there's New Moon, or not New Hope. Fuck.
New Hope. That's my old faction.
New Haven, and New Moon.
Outcasts.
Outcasts, yeah. Outcasts would definitely be in for that.
Yeah.
Whenever we meet with friendlies, we use a code word to justify our trust in them. So if I see you guys in the field, I'll reply. I always shout out peace, and you guys have to reply with power. Does that sound sufficient for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. If you
Right
guys
on.
need anything, you know where to go.
It feels a lot easier to breathe now.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
There are actually supposed to be 1 or 2 factions down south, like by Stonington or.
Carter
around-
did say that there were cannibals also in Sunny.
Oh yeah, I know. He said by the docks.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, Bastion. Apparently they got some huge ass fortress. I thought.
Yeah, but
Am I
Bast-
thinking of the right group?
But here's the thing. Well, remember when we talked with the Pathfinders? They said that Bastion is basically, they pay their dues to Pathfinders.
Oh,
Every
whenever
once in a while, Bastion rolls through here, we're alright with them. They pay their taxes.
Yeah, whenever they come by,
you know what?
they pay their taxes.
That could either mean they're friends, or
Yeah, or
they're
being...
subjects.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the. I think they need a visit, find out where they stand.
Yeah, I want to do that so bad, but I don't know where they're based.
Well, I don't know where the fuck Bastion is. Yeah.
He said we'll take a visit to the Red and see.
That would be worth the
See.
trouble, I think, yeah.
Even though I don't agree with communism,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
we
lie
might
to you.
have a understanding of some kind.
Yeah.
Reaching agreement.
But I mean,
Could
as
be.
long as
After
they're
all.
bandits or cannibals, I mean, they can have
Yeah.
anything going. Just don't come and fuck with what we're trying to do.
Oh, ball picker.
Oh, you read my mind, man.
You want some, Danny?
Yep.
Yeah, let's
Alright,
cement
that's-
this
Bottoms
low-key
up.
agreement with the toast.
Yeah.
The return of civilization to the south.
Oh God, yes.
To the south. Oh my.
Is that how we're doing toast now?
Pretty.
Nice.
The alliance was now a reality. Our first major success in retaking the South and the campaign towards liberation was now a fact. But then, just as we had shared a toast, something happened. Dutch had been getting radio chatter from his men. Unidentified attackers had been spotted just outside Westbrook, coming here fully geared. And it was believed to be the Pathfinders.
There's 3
Oh, you
people.
heard it.
Get down, follow. 3 people on the road. Get up to the roof.
Damn it. God damn it.
We could hear fierce gunshots ring out across the empty city. Dutch and Baguette ushered us onto the roof of the hospital, where we stayed prone for what seemed like an eternity. A few minutes later, Dutch would leave us to support his men, but before he left, he told us to stay hidden with Baguette, the very commander-in-chief, as our personal bodyguard, as they considered us vital to the movement. I didn't necessarily like the notion that others were putting their lives on the line for my safety, but I begrudgingly did what he said. It made sense, and I was obliged to follow their directions, as we were guests in their territory, and they felt responsible for us.
It seemed like the compound was coming under heavy fire. Unfortunately, considering our sensitive circumstances, we were pinned down on that roof and couldn't do anything. And then... I got nicked by a fragment, passing out on that roof. I woke up much later, finding myself carefully stashed away in the hospital. My gear was gone, but I found a note left for me by my brother.
Robin, Westbrook was attacked by the Pathfinders. I tried to help Tyr, but there were just too many of them. Dutch and the others were forced to pull back. You got knocked out. I'd stay with you, but while on the roof I got a signal from Dex. I gotta go rendezvous with them. Can't let the little bastards stumble into the Southlands with all these crazies fired up. I leave you here because I can't carry her fat ass back to the homestead. I left you food and water. Make your way home ASAP when you read this, and watch out for the Pathfinders. The fuckers are out in force. Somehow they got wind of B-Tier's secret, but it seems like you and me are still in the clear. They know jack shit. Good luck, bro.
So, it had been the Pathfinders. Apparently, they had decided to scrub their diplomacy efforts. Either someone had tipped them off, or they had overheard something they shouldn't have. But it was clear that they had realized that B-Tier was not going to be in their pocket. I looked around, suddenly remembering that my gear was gone and finding it strange that Rory had taken it, before realizing, of course, that he couldn't have. Oh, shit. My gear must have been stolen. Possibly by someone thinking I was a dead walker. Oh, for fuck's sake, they even took my mung hard. God damn it. The city was once again quiet. I wondered how it all had turned out, but the signs were not good. As Westbrook was their domain, I nevertheless couldn't see B-Tier patrols anywhere, and I didn't dare head over to their compound. That zone was too fucking hot. But it was clear that the Pathfinders had pushed into Westbrook while the Brotherhood had been forced to withdraw. I just hoped that Dutch and Baguette were alright. Not only did we need these guys, but we'd really warmed up to each other as well. As I thanked God and his mother for having made it out of Westbrook alive, I considered the situation. True, we had been in some serious trouble, but we had also been successful. Regardless of what had happened in the end, we had managed to accomplish what we set out to do. Because of our actions, any potential alliance between B-Tier and the Pathfinders had now been smashed to pieces. And because of what we had told B-Tier Command and the subsequent raid that followed, any further negotiations between the two factions from here on in was not gonna happen. A major threat to the people of the Southern Islands had been averted. I said it before, and I'd say it again. For now, we could definitely breathe a little easier. And with B-Tier as an ally backing us up in the future, we truly didn't feel alone anymore.